Hi guys, the Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor, the big money fight match is rumored around the internet almost a year now, or more than a year now. So, do you people really think the fight is really going to happen? Some people think that the fight is going to happen. Some people think that no, it's just they're just promoting each other. So, what do you guys think? Do you think it's ever gonna happen? I'm going to tell you about my opinion. I think that this fight is going to happen, and I tell you why. Because first, let's talk about Floyd Mayweather. He is 49 and 0. He almost is 49 and 0, and he proved everything. He's not going to fight differently to fight like a real boxer. He just do what he's always going to do. He's just going to defend and just jab and doing his boring fight and keep winning. And that's all of what it matters. 49 and 0, and I think Floyd want to reach the 50 and 0 mark. That is an epic mark. 50 wins. That's an epic, of course. And what is next? Who is the next challenge? After Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is the second biggest draw of that division. And after beating him, who is next? There's no one. Nobody going to give you 100 million again. There is only one guy can give you that 100 million is Conor McGregor. Only. And he have a big chance of winning. He have a 90% of chance winning. Because he's 39-year-old. I don't want to say he lost his prime now, but he's 39-year-old. So if you want to fight with a tough guy with a little less money, he don't want to do that. He want to fight Conor McGregor and he have a 95% of chance winning. It's easy money. Now let's talk about Conor McGregor. He's the biggest star in combat sports today. But he never made $100 million. He never made $50 million. Because he's working for UFC and UFC making the most of the money. And he's a big star, and still he's a big star than Floyd Mayweather. 5 times bigger star than Floyd Mayweather. But still he's not making any money. If Conor come back to UFC, there are two guys waiting for him. Khabib Nurmagomedov and Tony Ferguson. The winner of UFC 209 will be his potentially the next opponent. And Tony Ferguson, you don't want to do that. Khabib Nurmagomedov, you don't even want to say his name. That is going to be a nightmare for him. So, and he have a history of not defending his title. He never defended his title in Cage Warriors. He never defended his when he's featherweight champion, and now he's lightweight champion. And if he come back, does he want to do a third time match with Nate Diaz? That's crap. And or Tyron Woodley, that should never happen, because he shouldn't defend his title. He never defended his title, so he shouldn't defend his title. So you have Khabib waiting for him, and the Khabib versus Conor match is going to be a big PPV match. It's going to be huge, but still, you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose his belt. You don't want to beaten up. You don't want to do that. It's going to be a hell of a fight for him. And if you fight Floyd Mayweather and he lose, I don't think there's nothing much to lose. He lose to a boxer. He lose to a best boxer. He's not a 49 best boxer to a boxing match. What's shame in that? But if you lose to Khabib, who's supposed to get the title shot before him, that's going to be so nasty. And he is not going to fight Nate Diaz or Tyron Woodley. But I'm not saying never, because that's going to sometimes, maybe that's going to happen, because Conor McGregor lose to a number 5 contender Nate Diaz and barely win again and just fight for the lightweight championship. So everything can happen, but that's not right. As Khabib say, that's going to be the number one bullshit. So that is only fight. So he don't want to anyone near in the UFC now. And so there is only one fight he can pick. That's Floyd Mayweather. It's easy money, less risk. That's all. And as much as I don't want that fight to happen, I think that's the fight going to happen. I want him defend his belt, but I don't think that's going to happen. And Floyd and Mayweather have a history of doing that because they are not looking for the best fighters. They are looking the fighters that can bring him the most money. So perfect.